dust kicks up along the fence line, where the mesquite trees are bending in the heat. Kettle standing patient by the windmill, looking for a shade that's bittersweet. I lean against the tailgate of the Chevy, wiping down the sweat upon my brow. Ain't no rain listed in the forecast, ain't no easy answers coming now. Found a rusty tin box in the workshop, filled with copper nails and iron rings. Belonged to a man who worked this valley back before they built the county springs. He left his signature upon the timber, deep notches carved into the pine, proving that he wrestled with this country long before I called this place mine. And the sun goes down behind the red rocks, bleeding out across the open plain. You can hear the freight train in the distance, singing like a long-forgotten strain. We spend our whole lives building up a fortress out of dirt and timber, sweat and stone, just to learn the horizon keeps on stretching, and the wind is gonna take what it has known. I remember drinking water from the bucket with a rusted ladle made of zinc, watching red hawks circle in the canyon, giving me a moment just to think. There's a power in the quiet of the evening, when the heat begins to break its grip, teaches you to treasure every drop of mercy falling from a slow and steady drip. And the sun goes down behind the red rocks, bleeding out across the open plain. You can hear the freight train in the distance, singing like a long-forgotten strain. Yeah, we spend our whole lives building up a fortress out of dirt and timber, sweat and stone, just to learn the horizon keeps on stretching, and the wind is gonna take what it has known. So let the dry grass rattle in the gales, let the iron turn to heavy rust. There's a peace in knowing we are fleeting, just a passing shadow in the dust. take what it has known. Out of dirt and timber, sweat and stone, red rocks bleeding out, passing shadow in the dust.
The old porch swing is creaking low, watching another sunset glow. And got your ghost right here beside me now, in the stillness of this quiet town. I still hear your laugh when the night wind blows, whispering things only heaven knows. And I trace the patterns in the sky and tell myself it's not goodbye. Through every shadow, through every rain, until I see you again, until I see you again. Your boots still sit beside the door, an unread book on the bedroom floor. It's the little things that hit the heart, like memories scattered in the yard. And I trace the patterns in the sky and tell myself it's not goodbye. Through every shadow, through every rain, until I see you again, until I see you again. Time moves fast, but the heart moves slow, holding on to what I know is just a temporary path we tread, till I meet you at the end ahead. And I'll trace the patterns in the sky and tell myself it's not goodbye. Through every shadow, through every rain, until I see you again, until I see The valley fog is hanging on the pasture, heavy with the scent of damp oak leaves. Swallows making circles in the rafters, tucking down beneath the barnyard eaves. I pull my woven shawl around my shoulders, step across the porch boards cold and bare, watching how the morning breaks the silence, spilling silver light into the air. We build a fire from dried out hickory branches, watch the embers glowing soft and blue. Talked about the winters we survived here, and all the heavy storms we made it through. You handed me a mug of sweetened chicory, smiled without a word to ease my mind. Certain things don't need a formal vocal to prove the bond that two believers bind. And the mountain ridge stands tall against the thunder, anchored in the stone beneath our feet. There's a quiet strength in staying where you're planted, when the bitter cold and summer heat meet. Life don't promise easy, smooth sailing, nor a path without a jagged stone. But the burden turns to feathers on your shoulders when you never have to walk the track alone. I mended up the harness in the tack room, oiled the leather till it turned dark brown. Thought about the years that slipped behind us since we drove that wagon into town. We were young and stubborn as a wild briar, eager just to set our spirits free. Now we know the sweetest kind of freedom is the shelter underneath the orchard tree. And the mountain ridge stands tall against the thunder, anchored in the stone beneath our feet. There's a quiet strength in staying where you're planted, when the bitter cold and summer heat meet. Life don't promise easy, smooth sailing, nor a path without a jagged stone. But the burden turns to feathers on your shoulders when you never have to walk the track alone. When the evening shadow starts to lengthen and the night owl calls across the creek, we can rest our weary hands together, find the very comfort that we seek. Stands tall against the thunder, anchored in the stone beneath our feet. There's a quiet strength in staying where you're planted, when the bitter cold and summer heat meet. Life don't promise easy, smooth sailing, nor a path without a jagged stone. But the burden turns to feathers on your shoulders when you never have to walk the track alone. Never walk the track alone. Valley fog fingers on your shoulders.
The frost settles thick on the clover, silvering the fence along the drive. Street lamps flicker out one by one as the sleepy little county comes alive. I pour black tea in a heavy stoneware mug, watch the vapor curl into the chilly air, counting all the quiet little spaces where the morning light begins to settle there. There's an old wooden ladder in the orchard, leaning against a bare apple limb, left behind when the autumn ended, before the winter light turned gray and dim. We used to climb up high above the branches, looking out across the neighboring county line, believing every road led somewhere golden, in a simpler, uncomplicated time. And the cold horizon stretches out wide, painting the morning in pale gray blue. Every passing season leaves a mark on the earth and the things we go through. We don't need to chase after tomorrow or try to fix the wreckage of the past. We just need to stand right where we are and learn how to make the quiet last. I walk down to the old stone bridge where the frozen creek trickles down slow, listening to the ice crack softly underneath the blanket of powdered snow. It's a funny thing how time works its magic, smoothing down the rough and jagged edges, turning all our heavy, frantic worries into harmless shadows on the hedges. And the cold horizon stretches out wide, painting the morning in pale gray blue. Every passing season leaves a mark on the earth and the things we go through. We don't need to chase after tomorrow or try to fix the wreckage of the past. We just need to stand right where we are and learn how to make the quiet last. No heavy baggage left to carry peaceful mind, looking at the day and thanking God for how far we've come. Just need to stand right where we are and learn how to make the quiet last. Make the quiet last. Frost settling thick on the clover, pale gray blue, just standing where we are.
I still turn off the porch light out of habit, leave 2 cups sitting by the sink. There's a quiet in this house I haven't mastered, and a lot of time to sit around and think. The gravel driveway's empty as the sunrise. The morning frost is settling on the pine. I'm learning how to live with what is missing, and trying not to measure it in time. Found a folded ticket stub inside my jacket from a dusty county fair 3 years ago. We were standing in the back behind the grandstands, watching fireworks put on a little show. You laughed and said the world was getting bigger. I said, as long as I'm right here, I'm good. Funny how a simple moment lingers when everything else changed the way it should. And the wind still blows through Carolina. The river runs as steady as it can. I'm just trying to make peace with where I'm standing, and turn the ghost of yesterday into a man. 'Cause love don't disappear, it just grows quiet, like a soft melody you used to know. Yeah, I'm learning how to hold on to the good parts, and letting all the heavy pieces go. I drove the truck down to the county line road, where the asphalt turns to red dirt and the dust. past the old barn, riding in the pasture. A gentle lesson in what happens to us. Time takes the paint right off the cedar. It wears away the iron and the stone, but it leaves behind the roots deep in the soil to remind us we were never truly alone. And the wind still blows through Carolina. The river runs as steady as it can. I'm just trying to make peace with where I'm standing and turn the ghost of yesterday into a man. Letting all the heavy pieces go. There's no anger left to carry in my shoulders, no blame to lay on why the road got rough. Just a thankful heart for all the miles we covered, and knowing what we had was more than enough. Yeah, it was more than enough. And the wind still blows through Carolina. The river runs as steady as it can. I'm just trying to make peace with where I'm standing and turn the ghost of yesterday into a man. 'Cause love don't disappear, it just grows quiet, like a soft melody you used to know. Yeah, I'm learning how to hold on to the good parts and letting all the heavy pieces go. Yeah, I'm letting go, leaving 2 cups sitting by the sink. Just the pine trees in the morning frost, learning how to let it go.
Daylight fades behind the pine trees, leaving purple stains across the clouds. All the noise that filled the dusty town square fades away beneath the evening shrouds.
I pull a wooden rocker to the doorway, watch the fireflies spark above the grass, counting up the simple, quiet blessings, knowing that the heavy storms will pass.
We spent our youth chasing after phantoms, running till our legs were bruised and sore, looking for a pot of golden promise, only to return right to this door. Now we see the treasure in the timber, in the steady pulse of breaking dawn, finding out that love is like a river, rolling sweet and long when hope is gone. And the stars come out like scattered diamond dust,
Shining down upon this humble ground.
there's a healing power
In the quiet, when you listen to the sweetest sound.
we don't need the world to grant its favor, or to give us praises when we fall. We just need the grace to
Stand together,
know that having love is having all. I feel the cool breeze drifting off the meadow,
drifting off the meadow,
washing all the worry from my face. Grateful for the journey that we traveled, grateful for the shelter of this place. You take my hand and hold it in the dark.
hold it in the dark.
No need for words or promises to make. Every single breath we share together is a brand new road we get to take. And the stars come out like scattered diamond dust,
Shining down upon this humble ground.
there's a healing power
In the quiet, when you listen to the sweetest sound.
we don't need the world to grant its favor, or to give us praises when we fall. We just need the grace to
Stand together,
and know that having love is having all. When the dark grows deep around the edges, and the road ahead looks steep and bare, we can lay our heavy spirits down and find our sanctuary waiting there. Oh, and the stars come out like scattered diamond dust, shining down upon this humble ground. grace to stand together.
The street lamp glows against the kitchen window, casting lattice shadows on the floor.
Midnight rain is tapping on the tin roof, just a whisper at the backside door. I pull a wooden stool up to the counter, pour 2 swallows in a heavy glass,
Watching how the amber liquid settles, waiting for the stormy night to pass.
we used to run as wild as a river rapids, chasing every spark that lit the dark.
Never cared about the rising water or the damage from a straying mark.
Now we count the quiet blessings remaining
In the steady breathing of the room,
finding out that stillness
has a harvest, like a night flower waiting for its bloom. And the tide turns slow along the shoreline, pulling all the dark silt to the sea.
there's a grace in
Learning how to surrender to the simple way it's meant to be.
no need to fight
The current as it carries every shattered piece back to the shore. We are richer for the miles behind us and the quiet grace inside our door.
I trace the silver threads along your temple,
Lines written
by the seasons and the sun.
proof of every heavy hill we climbed up, long before the harder work was done.
I hold your calloused fingers in my knuckles,
Soft as cotton, strong as iron chain,
knowing we can weather any winter,
long as we are standing in the rain. And the tide turns slow along the shoreline, pulling all the dark silt to the sea. There's a grace in learning how to surrender to the simple way it's meant to be. No need to fight the current as it carries every shattered piece softest winds can blow.
There's a grace in learning how to surrender to the simple way it's meant to be. No need to fight the current as it carries every shattered piece back to the shore. We are richer for the miles behind us, and the quiet grace inside our door. Quiet grace inside our door. Midnight rain tapping on the tin roof. Richer for the miles behind us.
Coal stove's glowing in the corner, casting long orange shadows on the wall. Overhead the geese are moving southward, answering a cold familiar call. I check the latch upon the barn door, gather up the last few stacks of pine. Every season demands a little sacrifice, a quiet way of drawing out the line. My grandfather worked this patch of timber with a pair of mules and two calloused hands. Said you gotta respect the dirt you walk on if you ever want to understand the land. I used to think he was talking about the harvest or the crops we planted in the spring. And now I know he meant the way life settles when you accept the weight of everything. And the ridgeline cuts across the horizon like a seam holding up the twilight sky. There's a comfort in the silence of the hollow when the busy world goes rushing on by. We don't get to choose which way the storm blows or how much frost the winter leaves behind. We just keep the fires burning in the dark and take whatever peace we can find. There's an old pocket watch on the nightstand with a scratched up silver face that doesn't run.
Stopped at 4 o'clock on Sunday, underneath the faded summer sun. I'll leave it there to remind me of the tempo, how fast the seconds slip right through your grip. You can't bargain with the tide when it rises, or hold the water steady at your lip. And the ridgeline cuts across the horizon like a seam holding up the twilight sky. There's a comfort in the silence of the hollow when the busy world goes rushing on by. We don't get to choose which way the storm blows, or how much frost the winter leaves behind. We just keep the fires burning in the dark and take whatever peace we can find. It's a long road from morning until midnight, a lot of miles to travel in your head, but the burden gets lighter every milepost when you stop regretting words you never said. And the ridgeline cuts across the horizon like a seam holding up the twilight sky. There's a comfort in the silence of the hollow when the busy world goes rushing on by. We don't get to choose which way the storm blows, or how much frost the winter leaves behind. We just keep the fires burning in the dark and take whatever peace we can find. Keep the fires burning, coal stove glowing orange in the dark. Just take whatever peace we can find.
Porch light flickers against the evening chill. Dust settles heavy on the western hill. I pour a second splash of black coffee down and listen to the silence of this sleepy town. A stack of unpaid letters sitting by the key reminds me of the man I used to try to be before the miles got long and the days got tough. Back when a simple promise was more than enough. The screen door creaks when the night wind blows, carrying a scent that only autumn knows. I walk the perimeter along the cedar rail, watching distant headlights trace the county trail. There's a vintage pocket watch ticking in my palm, keeping steady rhythm in the midnight calm. It don't rush the seconds, it don't ask more, just measures out the shadows on the hardwood floor. And the dark skies open up over the grain, washing all the dust off the window pane. I'm learning how to listen to the quiet space, finding a little mercy in an empty place. You can't outrun the storm when it comes around, but build a wooden fortress on shaky ground. So I'll stand right here where the highway ends and see what kind of light the morning sends. Down in the cellar hangs an old work coat with a folded piece of paper and a scribbled note, written back when summer was an endless drive, and every little whisper made us feel alive. I don't tear it up, I don't hide the past. Some things aren't built for the long haul to last. They're just roadside markers on a winding track, showing you how far you've gone without looking back. And the dark skies open up over the grain, washing all the dust off the window pane. I'm learning how to listen to the quiet space, finding a little mercy in an empty place. You can't outrun the storm when it comes around, or build a wooden fortress on shaky ground. So I'll stand right here where the highway ends and see what kind of light the morning sends. There ain't no anger left in my chest tonight, no score left to settle, no wrong to make right, just a thankful heart for the gravel road and the strength to carry a lighter load. And the dark skies open up over the grain, washing all the dust off the window pane. I'm
the morning sends. Yeah, whatever light the morning sends. Just a vintage pocket watching my palm. Cedar rails in the midnight calm. Standing where the highway ends.
Coffee pot is brewing on the counter, steam rising up against the window pane. Out in the yard, the maple trees turning, soaking in the first cold autumn rain. I lace my boots and step out on the gravel, listen to the morning start to wake. Every step I take away from home is another little promise I don't break. There's an old highway running past the farmland, where the big rigs roll into the night. I used to wonder where those tail lights vanished, chasing down a distant yellow light. Now I know the road just loops around, brings you right back where you ought to be. Sometimes it takes 1,000 empty highways to finally set a restless mind free. And the dust falls soft across the valley, coloring the world in shades of gold. Every single scar we try to cover is just another story to be told. No, the river doesn't ask where it is headed, it just follows where the canyon bends. I'm learning how to trust the open water and see where every winding path ends. Found a leather-bound journal in a closet, dusty pages filled with pencil lines, thoughts I kept locked up inside my chest, back when I was running out of signs. I read a verse I wrote when I was younger, full of heavy worries, full of doubt. Funny how the things that break your heart are the very things you learn to live without.
There ain't no fast track through the valley, no shortcuts through the heavy dark. Just a slow burn, burning through the timber, till a quiet flame catches from the spark. Just another story to be told. No, the river doesn't ask where it is heading, it just follows where the canyon bends. I'm learning how to trust the open water and see where every winding path ends. Yeah, where the canyon bends, steam rising off the window pane, cold autumn rain, to see where it ends.
Porch light flickers on a quiet street, screen door slams in the late July heat. Shadows stretch out long across the floor, same old shoes sitting by the door. Clock on the mantle keeps a slow hand rhythm, counting up the hours I was given with them. There's a picture frame leaning on the shelf, reminding me of who I used to be myself. I remember bright headlights on an open lane, two young hearts that didn't feel the pain, talking about the world like we own the sky. Never thought to ask the reason why. Now the radio plays a low sad tune underneath the light of a harvest moon. I ain't looking back with a heavy heart, just trying to figure out where the healing starts. And the miles roll on like an endless stream, carrying the weight of an older dream. There's a beauty in the things that stay behind, in the quiet little spaces that we used to find. Oh, the past don't break, it just turns to stone, teaches you how to stand on your own. Yeah, the road goes wide and the sky turns blue, and I'm finding my way without you. I walk down to the creek at the edge of town, where the river oak branches go bending down. Carved our initials in the rough gray bark, a faded memory shining in the dark. The water keeps moving, never looks back, following the line of a single track. Yes, that's the lesson that I need to learn. Some bridges stay standing even when they burn. And the miles roll on like an endless stream, carrying the weight of an older dream. There's a beauty in the things that stay behind, in the quiet little spaces that we used to find. Oh, the past don't break, it just turns to stone, teaches you how to stand on your own. Yeah, the road goes wide and the sky turns blue,
and I'm finding my way without you. I don't harbor blame. The wind still whispers out your name, but it's lighter now than it used to be, like a distant sound floating over the sea. Carrying the weight of an older dream. There's a beauty in the things that stay behind, in the quiet little spaces that we used to find. Oh, the past don't break, it just turns to stone. Teaches you how to stand on your own. Yeah, the road goes wide and the sky turns blue, and I'm finding my way without you. Yeah, I'm finding my way. Screen door swinging in the breeze, quiet shadows in the trees, just finding my